Poor man's eBay reset method. Let's see what it's all about. Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Polish Pete, eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I'm also an unpaid carer for an elderly and disabled person who lives abroad, and this is what takes the bulk of my time. Today I will try to talk about something that I call poor man's eBay reset method. Proper eBay reset method has been introduced and popularized by Jeff from Resellers and his friend Jack, who, if I understand that correctly, came up with this idea. If you want to know about this method, go to the Heyfro channel and have a look. Also, Primo Kimo is using something very similar, and he calls it nuclear reset because he does it every day. Basically, it's all about ending and selling similar, either entire shop or vast majority of your items every 3 to 5 days, or in case of nuclear reset, every day. I will be talking about my modification of this method, but before we start, if you will enjoy this video, please don't forget to click that like button anytime while watching. It will greatly help me and my channel. Thanks. So by far I'm not the one who figured it out. Like I've said, it started, at least for me, it started from Heyfro and his friend Jack. So thank you guys for pointing that method to me. Now the problem with this particular method is that you have to have a massive free listing allocation that comes with your shop subscription. As far as I understand, if you're based in US, Australia, France, and probably the rest of the world except UK, this shouldn't be an issue. But if you are based in UK, then you have a problem, like I do. Our shop structure is ridiculous, honestly speaking. We pay almost £100 a month to get 1,500 buy it nows and 600 auctions, which means that if we wanted to do this method every 4 or 5 days, our maximum amount of items in the shop would be about 200. And if you have a 200 item shop, then you can go for a cheaper subscription and save yourself 70 quid a month, basically. So I had to figure it out how to apply with this method without massive free listing allocation, and this is what I came up with. Because it seems that everything fizzles out on eBay super quickly nowadays, and I can't end and sell similar my whole shop every 3 to 5 days. I had to revert to half measures. Now I'm the kind of person who doesn't like half measures. I would rather grow my shop to 10,000 listings, switch to the highest shop subscription, and go this way, and I would have unlimited free listings and I could do eBay reset every half an hour basically. However, at this point it's not a viable option for me, so half measures it is. I had to find something that would replace that end and sell similar thing, and work. And with all those things that I came up with, I will work on weekly basis. So on certain day of the week, I will do certain things every week. That creates first problem, because your free listing allocation is monthly, and a month is a little bit longer than 4 weeks. So we have to adjust that method to the fact that it's more than 4 weeks. You will understand it better in a moment. So whatever I will tell you, if you wish to follow this method, you have to adjust it to your own circumstances. And as everybody does things a little bit different, yeah? Everybody does things in his own or her own way. Everybody has different circumstances, everybody has different price points, everybody has different stock, everybody has different sourcing methods and stuff like that. So you can't follow blindly, basically. You have to think about it before you apply it. So let's start from Friday, as this is the best way to show it, as it all kind of starts on Friday. So on Friday morning, I will change my dispatch time from 3 days down to 1 day. These are working days, so from Friday to Monday, it's actually 1 working day. Again, thank you, Heyfro, as you are the one who gave me this particular idea. This gives me decent results over the weekend. I've tried it probably half a dozen times, maybe a bit less, and it gives me decent results over the weekend. It all looks like it really gives you a boost in visibility, and your items are going up in search results actually. Obviously, if you already have 1 day dispatch, you have to, figure out something else. Basically, everything I do in this method, I do with a hope that it will prompt the algorithm to kind of recalculate my items, yeah? So if the algorithm recalculates my items, they are kind of fresh, and it will put them again into pre-searches. And that's basically our goal, isn't it? To push our items into those pre-searches so they are shown to the buyers when they type in the search query. And we want them to stay there for as long as possible. And if they are start to fizzle out, we need to put them back again. So that's Friday. That's the only thing that I do on Friday, changing from that 3 to 1 day in terms of dispatch time. Every item with a pending offer will not change. So I have to go back on Saturday morning and try to put all those items that haven't changed on Friday. And changing all my listings, all my 1500 listings takes me, I don't know, 5 minutes, 6 minutes maybe. If you wish me to show you how to do it, or anything else in this video, if you wish me to show you how to do it, just let me know in the comment section. I read all the comments. Saturday. On Saturday, I do 150 auctions. So I list new items on auctions first, and then on buy it nows. Whatever has not sold, I put to buy it nows. So I schedule 150 auctions to go live on Saturday evening. Like I said, these are new items, and with that we have a first problem. So why I do 150? Because 4 weeks times 150, 600, which is my allocation. So first problem is, if I want to list 150 fresh items every Monday, then I need to sell those 150 items, and I don't. Yeah, so I will have to in the future run those auctions, for example, 2 or 3 times the same items on those auctions again and again and again and again, just to adjust to the fact that I'm not selling that much. So another problem is that the month is longer than 4 weeks. So in December, for example, we have 5 Saturdays. So again, I will have to adjust that because I only have 600 auctions and I've got 5 Saturdays to kind of spread them around. So I will do 3 times 100 and twice 150, which will give me 600 altogether. On Sunday, I will put some of my items into promoted listings. You will understand it better as we go deeper into the week. Again, I'm doing this to give those items a boost, just, a shake, so algorithm recalculates them again, so we have a chance to get back to the pre-searches. And I hope it works like that, because if it isn't work like that, then I'm doing it for nothing. So on kind of every day of the week, I want at least some of my items to be shaken and recalculated. On Monday, I think we've got the biggest batch of items to do on Monday. First, in the morning, I'm changing my dispatch time from 1 back to 3 days. I strongly believe that has negative effect. All right, one more thing to say. If you're changing the dispatch time, do it before you send offers. Because if you send offers and then do that, all those sent offers will not change. Anyway, I think that changing back from 1 to 3 gives a bad effect on my account. So I have to apply correcting measures as a counterbalance, if you wish. Yeah. Again, I do that, then I send my offers. If those offers convert to a sale, then I get a boost in the eyes of algorithm because I'm selling. So that's first correcting measure. Second thing, I do my dispatch. I do dispatch twice a week, Monday and Thursday, and I do this on Monday. So that's a kind of second correcting measure. I do my dispatch, I clear my kind of stuff to do. Then I go to my feedback page and I send the message to every single person who left me positive feedback, unless that feedback feels a bit dodgy. And I send them a message basically to follow my shop. Here in this video, I talk about it in kind of more details. I believe that when somebody starts to follow your shop, that sends an algorithm a message that you are doing a good job. So I hope, I don't know for sure, but I hope that will counter that changing from 1 to 3 days, the dispatch time. Yeah. Next thing on Monday is 15% markdown sale on about 200 items. I try not to put into that markdown sale my new items or my newest items or my items that are in the first 90-day cycle, because I got a chance to sell them anyway without a discount. This markdown sale is very short, ends on Wednesday, 11:30 p.m. So quite short. You can schedule that in advance, so you don't have to do everything on Monday. And last thing that I do on Monday is I put live 150 listings. These are all the auctions that have ended on Saturday. Yeah. So I have listed them 9 days before. They had 7 days on auction, ended on Saturday, and I'm now on Monday, I'm listing them as a buy it now. 150 because I listed 150 auctions. Then some have sold, so it won't be 150, it will be, I don't know, 140, for example. If I have something to add up, to top it up to 150, then I will do, like in the scheduled listings, some ended and sold similar that didn't go live yet. Like kind of I'll pull them out of the freezer and I will add them to the batch. I'm still testing if it would be better to put them live in the evening or in the morning. For now, I'm doing it in the evening, 7 p.m. Maybe it will be better to do it in the morning, but I don't know. That's Monday. On Tuesday, I do only one thing. I set up my discount coupon at 10% to last for a week until Monday, 11:30 p.m. Then it shuts down for the night. and then there is a fresh one on Tuesday morning that I set up. Again, you can schedule this, no problem at all, so you don't have to do it on that Tuesday morning. You can do it whenever you've got a time and just schedule it. So far, it didn't happen, but the problem is that they can apply that 10% discount coupon on the 15% markdown sale on top of it, so they get basically double discount. So far it didn't happen, but it may happen sooner or later. That's why I only put 200 items and as old items as I can find. Yeah. On Wednesday, I sell similar 200 items that have ended. I end my items on the 30th day of their 30-day cycle. It doesn't have to be Wednesday. It may have been like 2 days before or 3 days before, but I'm waiting till Wednesday to put them live back again. So when I put those items live, I wait 30 days before I end them, because I want to squeeze out as much as I can out of my free allocation of 1500. I can't end them in 3 days time. They have to run whole 30 days, entire 30 days. I'm putting them live all at 11 a.m. Why? To make them as fresh as possible for the customers who browse eBay on their phones during their lunch break on that Wednesday. Why 200 items? Because I have 1500 allocation, so 4 times 200 is 800, then 4 times 150 that I do on Monday, and altogether that's 600, and altogether it gives me 1400. So I've got kind of 100 as a wiggle room. So if I'm not going to use that 100, I'm gonna use it on the last day of the month just for the sake of using them. Now on Wednesday, it is vital to check if those sold similar items that you've just put live are on 1 day or 3 day dispatch, because it may happen that they are actually on 1 day dispatch. So we have to change it. The good thing is that Thursday is my dispatch day. So even if I won't change them, or even if something sells before I change them, I do my dispatch on Thursday. So it will be actually 1 working day. So it's fairly safe. And then at 11:30 p.m., my markdown, 15% markdown ends. It ends automatically. I don't have to do anything about it, but it ends on Wednesday. So what needs to be said, that in UK and in the rest of Europe, I believe it's an EU law, I believe, you can put your item on the markdown sale only if it was on regular price for 14 days. Then when sale has ended, you have to wait another 14 days to put it back on sale. Obviously, you are probably going to end and sell similar this item anyway, so that will reset your counter, so you will have to wait 14 days. That is also why I only do 200 items, because it is hard to find those 200 items in my 1500 items shop because of that 14 days rule. Thursday is my dispatch day, and that's it. I only do the dispatch on Thursday, and that's it, nothing else. And we have whole week, because we are back to Friday. Every day of the week, I send my offers to watchers. I do it in the morning around 8 a.m. to catch all of those people who commute to work by public transportation. Most likely they have their phones in hands. So, you know, when I send an offer pops up and they buy. Also, those who commute by car, as soon as they are at work, most likely few minutes before they start, first thing that they do is pull up their phones and check their phones, social media, whatever. I want that offer to wait for them there. Yeah. And also I want to catch up on those people who check their phones on their breakfasts and lunches. Also, if my customers have a limited amount of money to spend, I want to be the first one who sent them an offer. And if they spend their money on my offer, I don't care about anybody else. I've got my money, if that makes sense. Now, remember when I said that on Sunday I put some of my listings into promoted listings. So those 200 listings that I have listed on Wednesday as sell similar, yeah, these go to promoted listings on that Sunday as they were as organic for 4 days. So I gave them a chance to sell within those 4 days, and now they are going to promoted listings. And all those listings from Monday, those buy it nows that I listed on Mondays, I let them run for entire week and then almost entire week, and I put them into promoted listings after 13 days on Sunday. So I have listed them on Monday, they have run a full week till next Monday, and then they have run almost full week till Sunday. So 13 days I put them to promoted listings. Now, I do not promote auctions. One, it's too expensive because it's a flat fee, no matter if it sells or not. And two, there is no point to promote auctions because auctions have much better visibility in search results. That's it. I'm not going to explain it. It is like that. What else? I end and sell similar every item after 30 days on a last day of 30 days cycle. First, I make a mark in my SKU that another month has passed on this item. And then I end it. End them all in bulk. Then I sell similar them in bulk, put them into my scheduled listings, and I use them when I need them. All of them, I do that with all of them, except those that have been on eBay for 90 days. So I've got 3 marks in my SKU that I have ended them and sold similar them 3 times after a month. So 3 months. Those, I give them proper update. Like changing all the stuff and things. Just check this video what I do with them, what you can do with them. And then I let them run for another 90 days. And then after another 90 days, I give them another proper update. Hopefully, I don't need to do that too often as they sell before I have to do that. And that would be it basically. If you have any questions, write them down in the comment section. I will address them, not necessarily in comments. I will probably record another video to answer those questions because there is no point to answer like 3 people the same question. Does that method works? I don't know yet, but at least it shows positive results, promising results. My sales are up month on month. Second shop where I don't do this is all in red. It's dead as dodo, 5 days without a sale. So yeah, my empty impressions have dropped, and I get better impressions like that convert more. So my impressions dropped, but my views went up. I will show you my numbers in a moment. Yeah. I promote less because I keep those listings without promoting them for at least 4 days, or in some cases 13 days. So I promote less, so I'm saving money, and I still have better sales that I had. And my items are higher in search results because my top 20 search results is growing and the rest of the search results is growing. So you really want to be in those top 20 search results because this gives you a situation where customer is on his phone and he checks those first results, then starts to scroll faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. It still counts as an impression for eBay, but the customer sees your item for a fraction of the second, so there is no chance you're gonna sell it. Yeah? So they pay attention to those first listings, 10, 20, 30, whatever, and then start to scroll faster and faster and faster and faster, and you don't want that. So let's have a look at my numbers now, and then I will come back and say some few words more. So guys, we are in my traffic tab, and that's basically last 30 days. Like I've said, I'm still tweaking this method. I'm still changing stuff. I'm still making mistakes, sometimes stupid mistakes. So it's not yet working to the full extent. But more or less, I have implemented everything that I wanted. So it should kind of stabilize from this point, hopefully. So as you can see, my impressions are down about 16%, which is deliberate action from my side. I have gained impressions. I have stabilized them. Now it's time to cut out empty ones. So I'm now concentrating on swapping those bad impressions to good impressions. And it costs me some impressions, as you can see. However, if you look at page views, I'm 10% up and 30% up in quantity sold. So average click-through rate is 0.2. This is basically what I am, how I do. This is what has been here for years, either 0.1 or 0.2. If I'm at 0.2, I know I'm in the good spot. If I'm at 0.1, I know I'm kind of lagging behind. So I need to address it. Average conversion rate is 1.5, which again, the lowest I have ever been throughout those years was 0.7. The highest I have ever been is 1.7. So being at 1.5 is okay. I know that I'm close to that 1.7 mark that I have never ever crossed. In a span of last 2 weeks, I would say, I pulled it up from 1.1 to 1.5. So again, I'm doing good job here. That's irrelevant. Look at my impressions, guys. So if you look at my impressions, they are stable, more or less at the same level, with slight peak on weekends and slight dip on like Tuesday, Wednesday. So they are lower than last month, but as I just said, this is a deliberate action that I'm taking. If you look at the blue bar, I don't know how good that is visible. 1 second, guys. There you go. I think it will be better now. So, and if you look at the blue bar, it's going up. It's going up, that blue bar. If you compare second part of that 30 days to the first part of that 30 days. I've started this method like a full scale somewhere around here. What was that day? Saturday. Yeah, this is when I listed all the auctions. Yeah, so yeah, I've started around here. About here is where it kind of went into the full mode, full new method mode. So if you look at my views, this is self-explanatory, isn't it? Look over here and look over here. There's nothing I have to say about it. Yeah, obviously today is just slow because it's early in the morning, like 5:44, as you can see. So, yeah, this is self-explanatory. They are up month on month, and blue bar is massive. And I don't have those outside views, like as you can see, 30% down on those outside views. So that tells me that since eBay has introduced that outside promoted listings, those outside organic uh, impressions are gone. They did something that caused Google to remove vast majority of the listing out of its index. I don't know why. I do know why they want our money, but I think that's a bad decision because that used to drive traffic. And in terms of sales, as you can see, I'm 30% up on quantity sold. And as you can see, it's mostly blue bar, isn't it? This spike over here is when my auctions have ended. I had a lot of auctions from November, and I wanted to use that allocation of auctions, and this is why when they have ended, that bar is Thursday. I don't know what has happened, but I had super Thursday last Thursday. On Thursday with this method, I don't do anything. I just don't do anything. But it was massive. Probably because of all those listings that I have ended and sold similar on Wednesday. Probably. But that's the only explanation, really. Yeah, so I wanted you to see that basically this is most important, those page views. They went significantly up. It's nothing comparing to proper eBay reset, but still, I'm very happy with that result. And even if we are talking on that slow day over here, it's still good amount of sales, as you can see. So yeah, so far so good. That's what I'm going to say. Now, the biggest disadvantage of this method is that you have to be careful, you have to be vigilant, you have to know what you are doing at any point. Mistakes are easy to make, like me last Friday, what a moron. So some of my listings were on the end of their 30-day cycle, so I should have ended them. I was like, chill out, Pete, you've got time till 7 p.m. to do it. Yeah, only these were Wednesday listings, and they have automatically released it at 11 a.m. So I've lost my valuable precious resources, and now for the rest of the month, I will have to cut down my batches just to make up for that. Those batches that go live, those 150 and 200 on Wednesday, 150 on Monday. I will have to cut it to 120 maybe, or 100 and 200 instead of 200, 180, 150, just to make up to the fact that I just didn't end it and sell similar those listings. I hope I'm going to learn from my mistakes, and I won't do it again. In terms of time consumption, this method has eliminated some things from my eBay morning routine, but added some other things to my eBay morning routine. But more or less, I would say this method is more or less about 20 minutes a day on average. Some days more, some days less, but I wouldn't say it's more than 20 minutes on average per day. Yeah. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing so. It will be honored to have you here for good. So yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Take care of yourself. God bless you all, and bye bye.